A lot easier to do 1 million a month on TikTok, I feel, than to do 0 to 1 million on Amazon if you were to start now a new brand.
Yeah, I would say it's a lot easier to get to $1 million a month on TikTok. I think it might be faster to get to $1 million a month on Amazon if you had TikTok.
All right.
Take it away, George. So take it away.
Take it away, Michael Este, TikTok Padawan, which I just learned what a Padawan is. I'm not a big Star Wars fan, but now I know. So, by the way, a TikTok Padawan is a Jedi learner, right? Like a student of Jedi.
Yeah, a young student of Jedi. Yeah, if I was a master, I would be at $1 million plus a month in sales, but I'm not there yet. So therefore, I'm considering myself a Padawan.
Padawan. Okay, you're about to graduate. I think you're about to graduate. In this
To
video,
apprentice is the next one.
what is it?
Apprentice is my next status. Yeah.
All right. So Michael and I were just talking, and he asked me, what do you want to talk about? And I want to talk about something that is extremely important when you're setting up your TikTok account, which is how to set it up and get it approved and verified correctly. I go to trade shows, and I talk to e-commerce sellers and Amazon sellers. And most of them are not on TikTok yet. And the ones that are trying to get on TikTok, 9 out of 10 people that I talk to tell me the same thing. We're trying to get our account, our TikTok shop approved and live, and we keep getting denied. We keep getting rejected. We keep getting the message that says, denied, try again in 30 days. So there is 28 wrong ways to do it, and there's only one right way to do it. And if you know how to do it right, it's actually very easy. We can get it approved and up and running in 3 days, sometimes less. So Michael is going to show us some very vital information on how to set up your TikTok shop account and get it approved correctly. Michael, take it away.
All right, I'll take it away. So yeah, I mean, I'll tell you that TikTok is very finicky with what they like, how they like it, and they don't just accept whatever you're going to throw at them, right? In terms of documentation, if they ask for a document, you have to make sure everything on it is exactly accurate. If there's an address on it that doesn't match something, they're going to notice. So don't think that whatever you're uploading is going to be like, cross your fingers, it technically complies. It needs to comply to the letter, right? Like it's to every single little detail. So I'm going to share my screen. I'll show you guys. This is what TikTok's looking for. And so they want the following to open a TikTok shop. They need business info, legal business name, EIN, business address, business license. Now, this is where the representative info. This is usually the stuff most people get messed up on. Name, date of birth, social security number, address, or utility bill.
Whoever is submitting the information.
Whoever is assuming the role as the business representative, whether it's an employee, the owner. If the owner, let's say, lives in Dubai and the employee's in the US and he's using them, that could be them their name, right?
Yeah.
It's the business representative. So it doesn't say business owner. So you don't have to, but 9 out of 10 times I'll say it's probably the business owner that wants their info on the TikTok shop. Is this going to make a difference? No, because it's associated with your company, but you need a rep to, open the shop. So this is going to ask for the last 4 of their social. So usually even most employees of companies want the owner's social. They don't want to put their own. And also it's the last 4. Now, by the way, they're going to do a credit check. They're just going to verify your identity, right? They have an identity database. So they also are going to want to verify your ID and address and utility bill. So like you need to prove that address. You need a utility bill, bank statements, credit card statements. You need something to prove that address. And I keep telling sellers that, they have a utility bill, their wife's name, they upload that. That doesn't work. They have a utility bill or they have a credit card and the address of the credit card doesn't match their actual address of their other ID. So as long as when you look at all your documents, before you submit your documents, first of all, look them over, make sure everything matches. If you see a mismatching address, and don't edit any documents, by the way, they'll instantly know it's photoshopped or edited. They have great software. So have the documents lined up, ready to go, put them in a Google Drive or something, look them over, make sure everything matches, then submit it. You also want UBO and if different from the business representative. So this information too, same thing, right? And even when you're uploading your ID, make sure that it's legible, right? Like if TikTok can't read it, they'll reject you. They won't even say why they're going to reject you. So everything needs to be very clear. And once you get past this step, then the next step that the other, 8 people get stuck on is getting category approved. So you have to, and they submit just like, this is very broadly misunderstood what this means. Real world photos. That's what they want to get the category ungated and unlocked. You have to submit your products. You cannot submit a white background picture or render, right? So you cannot submit, just some like photography white background. It has to be like on your desk with an iPhone, take all sides, so like up to 6 sides of each product, right? So you also, if your products are manufactured like supplements, you'll need CGMP, and those need to be, very clear, legible, and the manufacturer should have all their ducks in a row. If they have a good manufacturer, they should send you that, and then also invoice the manufacturer. Again, very legible. Like some of these things, if you scan them on your phone or something, and the PDF is not very clearly read, or if you have a really poor quality scanner, that's going to cause a problem. They can't read it. If they can't read it, they're going to reject you. So it's honestly not hard to get approved. It's just you have to be prepared for all of this stuff. So you can't just like scrounge around looking for your documents. Line them up first and get everything, cross-check everything. Cross-check your invoices. Cross-check your CGMP. Cross-check to make sure you can provide real-world photos, right? And then, of course, there's this step. There's 3 different qualification steps. So, and this is also just your trademark certificate. So you have to have that prepared as well too. So I usually build out a drive full of all these documents, and then I go to submit a TikTok shop, and I'm already fully ready, and everything's already been cross-checked and verified. Otherwise, I won't submit the shop because I know they're going to reject it. Well, I don't want to go through a rejection.
Right.
So rejection hurts. It makes me feel bad.
Sometimes I've heard that when you don't submit the documents right, they just permanently ban you.
Yeah, well, if something is really fishy, I mean, permanent bans are pretty severe. Like you have to really been disorganized when you submitted stuff. So yeah, and also, well, the permanent ban comes after 30 days. So you can't just go in there and submit your documents, they reject it, and then you just give up and wait 30 days, and then you're permanently banned.
I got it.
So because they suspect that you're fraudulent instantly, you're submitting forged documents or something. So you're guilty until you're proven innocent as far as TikTok goes. Right? You're automatically a scam artist or forging documents until you can prove that you're not.
Yeah, makes sense.
So this is a bind. So when everything happens right and someone gets through all these steps, then the next batch of people struggle with a bind, or pretty much most people struggle with the bind. So this is the bind is when your TikTok links to your TikTok shop, and you can see when you go to it, you'll see the shop little icon right there on your posting account. Right. So if you're trying to do a personal page binding, you'll have to meet the minimum follower thresholds. Now, a business, you can bind a business account. There's no limitations on followers on binding a business account. But if your business account is a little bit glitching, like it's not able to bind and it's saying a message similar to this, or it needs to be verified, usually it's still recognizing the business account as a personal account. So it's not actually registering as a business account. So sometimes you could just do a quick little change it back to personal, change it back to business, and it'll refresh it. And then usually it wants you, and you'll see in a message, it wants you to re-verify your ID again.
I see.
And then it'll bind. So there's a glitch on this step from TikTok that when you switch from a personal account to a business account, it doesn't always fully register in the system as a business account.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. All right.
And so people get stepped on those steps, but that's a quick those are all the tips for just getting accounts set up and running.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you. So if somebody wants this SOP, would you be able to share it with them? They requested?
Yeah, for about 50 grand, I'm happy to share that. Otherwise, they can just record. This is recorded, so technically it's already published.
Okay, and I saw that there is more to that document, right? How to work with creators and how to get started with affiliate.
Yeah, that is the next steps of TikTok.
Okay. Maybe we can
That's
do another.
proprietary. That's for TikTok masters only.
Okay. All right. So you're not there yet.
No, I'm just kidding. I mean, I don't know what would be considered a TikTok master. I consider a TikTok master $1 million a month.
Yeah.
Or more.
Yeah. Which is not that. It's a lot easier to do 1 million a month on TikTok, I feel, than to do 0 to 1 million on Amazon if you were to start now a new brand.
Yeah, I would say it's a lot easier to get to $1 million a month on TikTok. I think it might be faster to get to $1 million a month on Amazon if you had TikTok. Yeah.
Great.
But otherwise, yeah, I mean, there's a million little tiny things on TikTok with the setups and using each one of the, like, once you're set up, then you're usually totally screwed. Like, you could go through all these steps and you're set up, but then you're like, what do you do next? Your products won't sell; they'll just sit there. Yeah, you could build out your listings, and you're like, yeah, I have a TikTok shop, and you're like, nothing happens. So you're like, oh, what do I do now? And that's a whole nother can of worms.
Yeah. If somebody wants to meet with you, are you open for a meeting? Like, give them some advice, give them some tips, or help them out in any way.
Yeah, I'm open for it. For $50,000 an hour. I'm just kidding.
$50,000 is
No,
the lucky number.
yeah, no, I just feel like 50 grand today. But no, yeah, I'll meet with you guys to help you out on getting this stuff ungated. I'm happy to always teach and give info on making it faster. And it's a headache. I know, I get it. I've done it many, many times with many TikTok accounts, but it is definitely if you don't know something about an area and you're trying to do it for the first time, and it's a very software. Once you understand it, it's very fast and easy.
Yeah.
But the first time is rough.
And it must be very frustrating, because if you're a brand owner, you only have to do it once. So you might go through all this trouble to just do it once, where we're doing every week, we're setting up new accounts. So we know how to do it. You know how to do it, right? So
yeah, plus we've seen every variable, every document variable, and every week there's a new thing that comes out, so a new problem, a new, like either this week, a person actually doesn't have a utility bill. Like, they were setting up their TikTok shop, they don't have a utility bill or a credit card or a bank statement in their name as a U.S. citizen. And I'm like, how are you going to verify your address? Like, how do you go to the DMV and get a license? Like, you need some kind of address verification. Like, you have to be on the grid a little bit to have a company,
right.
Like, you have to have a credit score. So you can't really open up in your name. You have to be on the grid. Like, you can't be off the grid, no bank statements, no anything, living from cash in your mattress, you can't really open a shop. So, get legally set up with your life. But most people are. They have a business, they have a ID, they have a utility bill, etc.
Great. Okay, Michael. Well, thanks for the information. If you guys want a meeting with Michael, you can email me, ernesto@bullseyesellers.com. You can comment on this video and we'll reach out to you. You can also go to bullseyesellers.com, book a call. Just say that you watched this video and we'll hook you up with Michael. Thanks, Michael.
All right. Yeah.